welcome to my channel. Today's video, if you could do only one thing to manifest, if I could choose only one thing to do to manifest, this is what it would be. So if you've been struggling with manifestation, if you've been struggling to see what you want show up in your life last year, so 2023, you're looking for a reset, let this be it. Give it a go. Just give it a go for a while, 6 weeks or so. So you're changing what you do, because we can't see change without implementing change. We have to do something different in order to see something different. So this is my one manifestation technique, if you want to call it that. It isn't really a technique, it's just a lifestyle thing for me now. And if I had to only choose one thing, and pretty much I do this, this is really what I do the majority of the time now, this is what it would be. We need to connect with our subconscious more and more and more intentionally when we want to manifest, because that is all we're doing. Any manifestation technique we apply, really what we're doing is we're making connection to our subconscious mind, and we are giving it an instruction. See your subconscious as your best friend. It will do anything for you, but it can only do what you tell it with intent. It can't do, if you tell it one thing that you want, but you're filled with resistance and all of the reasons why it can't happen, and this circumstance and that circumstance, and people have free will, and all of the litany of things that you're telling yourself that contradicts with you asking for this thing, it's going to go with that because that's dominant. So what is dominant is what is going to show in 3D. And you're not actually saying it with intent, are you? Saying what you want when you're believing all of these other things and you've created all of these other assumptions. You have to know that you want it and know that anything else will not make a difference. Whether that's people's free will or anything, you don't have to worry about people's free will. I'm not saying whether they have it or they don't, I just don't know, but you don't have to worry about it, and I do know that for a fact. It should not be, oh God, so windy out there. It should not be a consideration. You shouldn't be thinking, but this person would have to do this and this person would have to do that. It doesn't matter. Reality will take care of it for you. Just stop thinking about free will. Don't make it an issue. Don't even think about it. You don't need to go there. It's what you want that matters. What you say with intent to your subconscious is going to show up for you in 3D reality, because it reads it and it goes, okay, that's what you want. Sure, I'll sort that out for you. It conspires with 3D reality to show it to you. And until I'm proved wrong, so until I prove myself wrong, I'm going to keep doing it. And I talk to my subconscious on a daily basis. I've made it a habit to do that. And you might call that God, you might call it Source, Holy Spirit, whatever. To me, it's just my subconscious, because that's what works for me. But I don't see it as part of my mind, even though it really is. I just see it as something inside of me, that higher part of me, that magic part of me is part of the same system. So my 4D reality is connected to my 3D. So the 4D experience that I have is going to show to me in 3D, whatever that experience is. So if I'm unintentionally ploughing a load of stuff in there, which is contradictory to what it is that I want, then I'm going to see that, because I'm saying it with real intent. So if you're getting frustrated and you're pissed off and you're angry and all of those things, and you think about that a lot, your subconscious is soaking that up like a sponge and going, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll talk to 3D, we'll sort that out for you. And it will give you more to be frustrated about, whether it's these videos that irritate you. You know, you see one of my videos or somebody else's and it irritates you. Well, yeah, because you're in that, you're kind of asking for that. You're unintentionally instructing your subconscious. So you need to start intentionally instructing it. Don't worry too much if you've got, if you have a bit of concern about circumstances and you have a bit of a limiting belief going on. Try not to give that too much attention. Just purely focus really on what it is that you want. And the key here is to know that you actually do want it. There's no contradiction in there, so that you partly want it, but you partly don't. You know, if there's a conflict there, then that's not a pure desire and that's not a pure intention, because you've got other energies in there. The energy has to be, I want this. This is what I want to experience. To really feel the want for that, the pure desire for that, instruct your subconscious, please sort this out for me, because I'm done. I don't know what else to do. Please do this for me. It's so much easier. You get used to doing it. Then you see things show up that you've asked for and you think, oh, and you build your belief more and more and more. So not that you need belief, but it just does automatically. So I just know now, I'll just ask my subconscious. As human beings, we just make things too complicated. It's the brain. The mind cannot get its head around just doing that, because it doesn't seem enough, but actually it's huge. So you don't have to have huge emotion, huge feeling behind it. You just have to have a real intent, because that intent is your emotion. That intent is your feeling. You don't need anything else. So see 2024 as the year of simplicity. You're going to strip this right back and only do the easiest thing. And how easy is it to set some instructions, to talk to your subconscious, to make it a habit that every day you talk to yourself. And when you notice yourself thinking all of those frustrated thoughts and irritated thoughts and angry thoughts, know that that's going to show to you. Know that you're going to get more to make you feel like that. So again, that could be that you read something that really irritates you, something happens in your reality with your friends that really irritates you, somebody lets you down, you see one of these videos that really piss you off because you're so sick of manifestation videos. Stop watching them. Just stop watching them. Like, make that your resolution for 2024. I'm going to see if I can go 2 weeks without watching a manifestation video, because it won't help you. When you've come to a point of frustration, that's your point, you know, then that's your like, nah, I'm done with this. I've got to find my own way. Don't listen to anybody else. Just go with your inner, what feels right to you. Mostly you want to just live your life. Live your life. And when you get excited about something, something feels good, go for it. Don't hold yourself back by finding all of the reasons why this may not be good for you, where it may not work out for you, because that excited feeling is kind of reality going, this is going to be really great for you. Just follow that path, because you wouldn't get it otherwise. You know, when we get these feelings sometimes and we get a little bit scared of putting ourselves out there, so we don't do it, but just go with it. So make that your thing. I'm just going to talk to my subconscious, whatever it is to you, like I said, and I'm just going to see what happens. Just strip it right back to its simplest form. Ask and it is given. I know it seems too simple, but the simplest things, they create far less resistance, and that's why they work, because you don't have the resistance levels with them, because you almost feel like you're not really doing anything. But when you're doing a lot, you want a result, and when you don't see a result, you get frustrated. So don't do so much. It's got to be easier, hasn't it? It's got to be a better way of doing it. If you've been feeling frustrated, and if nothing is really working out for you, you're seeing bits of your manifestation but not the whole picture, strip it right back to this and just have a go. Maybe do it for a couple of months, see how you get on, but ask for everything, like literally everything. If you have real resistance, or you have a compromise going on inside of you that you don't really want to make in order to have this, talk to your subconscious about that. Ask it to resolve it for you. Please find me a way so that I don't feel this anymore, and it will do that for you. And there's no resistance with that, is it? Is there when you want something like that? So just get into the practice of asking for everything, but call it what you like. For me, subconscious works, but call it whatever feels good to you. Give it a name if you like, you know, but it's your best friend, and what you tell it with intent, it will do for you, because it's only programmed to do that. You can't ask it for something and then tell it all of the reasons why you can't have that, because it's going to take that, because that's dominant and that's what's going to show to you. So when you ask it, just be prepared that this could happen. Bloody hell, I asked this could actually happen. That's all you have to do, really. So that would just be my one thing. If you are struggling, if you have struggled over the past year, look at something different. And if I could only choose one way of manifesting, this would be it. But my key thing in life is this: live your life. Live your life, enjoy every single day the best you can. Try and find something in every day that you can enjoy. Look at what you want in life. I think I can do that. That's possible for me. And you know it is, really. And then just kind of take each day as it comes, but just keep talking to yourself, talking to your subconscious, making sure that when you go off track and you have had a whole day maybe where you've been thinking a lot of negative stuff, see that as an instruction to your subconscious, and then it really makes you aware of those things that you're thinking, because I truly believe 100% that that's what's going on here. If you keep telling it the negative stuff, you're going to keep seeing more of it. I'm not saying you have to be positive to manifest, because you don't. I've manifested things in a not positive state, I've manifested stuff while I've been in a very negative state. That's not really the point here. What I'm saying is, again, I'm just going to strip it back to the sentence of this. What you tell your subconscious with intent, so what you say with intent, is what is going to show to you in 3D reality, because it can do nothing but read it. So notice your intent, unintentional and intentional. So what are you telling it unintentionally? Okay, what can you do to stop doing that, or to help yourself do that less? And then what do you really want? What do you really want in life? Well, just ask for it and then get on with life. Give yourself a break from it all and just go about living life, because it's so easy to get tied up with this, and you look at too many videos and one person will say something, one person will contradict it by saying something else, because everybody's just talking about their own experience. So strip it back go back to simple and just see how you get on. You don't have to stick with it, do you? You can go back to doing what you're doing if you really, really want to, but what harm can it do? This changed my life completely, and I am fascinated with the subconscious mind. I talk about it a lot with clients. I talk about it a lot to myself. I read a lot more about it. I'm not an expert, but I am an expert on my own subconscious mind. I think I've become that. So, and it can't be any simpler than doing that, can it? Thank you so much for watching. If you don't already know, I'm a coach and I'm an author.